The chief correspondent is back, which means breaking news. What have you got?
In a match that will be remembered for both its intensity and its controversy, Arsenal earned a vital victory over Manchester City, with VAR once again taking centre stage in a clash between two Premier League heavyweights. The drama unfolded at the Emirates Stadium, where a disallowed goal for Erling Haaland, ruled offside after a lengthy VAR check, became the defining moment of the evening. It was the kind of incident that divided opinion across the footballing world but ultimately paved the way for Arsenal to seize control and claim a statement win against the reigning champions. The contest began at a frantic pace, as it so often does when these two sides meet. City dominated early possession, probing Arsenal's defensive structure with intricate passing and sharp movement. Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden were pulling strings from midfield, while Haaland looked his usual menacing self in the final third. Arsenal, however, were disciplined, closing spaces and waiting patiently for their chance to break. The first half was tense but cagey, with neither side able to find the breakthrough despite half chances at both ends. Bukayo Saka tested Ederson with a low drive, while Haaland flashed a header narrowly wide of David Raya's post. The second half, however, was where the contest truly came alive. City began with renewed aggression, pinning Arsenal back with wave after wave of attacks. Just after the hour mark, their persistence appeared to have been rewarded. Haaland raced onto a threaded ball from De Bruyne, timed his run to perfection, or so it seemed, and finished with clinical authority. The City bench erupted, Haaland celebrated with his trademark roar, and it looked as though Arsenal would once again fall victim to City's relentless pressure. But football in the VAR era is never that straightforward. As the City players jogged back to the halfway line, referee Michael Oliver received word from the video officials at Stockley Park. The celebrations paused, the crowd hushed, and the familiar VAR check graphics appeared on the stadium screens. After a tense delay, replays revealed that Haaland had strayed marginally beyond Arsenal's defensive line in the build-up. It was the kind of offside that could barely be spotted with the naked eye, but the technology drew its lines, and the outcome was conclusive: no goal. The Emirates erupted with relief. Arsenal's fans, who moments earlier feared their side had gone behind, now roared louder than ever, treating the overturned decision almost like a goal of their own. On the pitch, the impact was immediate. City, visibly frustrated, lost their rhythm, while Arsenal gained belief. The Gunners began to push forward with more intent, their passing quicker, their pressing sharper, and their confidence growing with every touch. The breakthrough came not long after the disallowed strike. A swift Arsenal move saw Martin Odegaard pick out Bukayo Saka in space, and the winger surged down the flank before releasing Gabriel Martinelli. The Brazilian showed composure to square the ball across goal, where Declan Rice arrived late into the box to smash home the opener. The eruption of noise inside the stadium was deafening, and suddenly the match had turned on its head. From despair to euphoria, Arsenal had taken the lead, and City's frustration deepened. From that moment, Arsenal's defensive unit took command. William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhães produced towering performances at the back, repelling Haaland's aerial threat and blocking every attempt that came their way. Raya, often under scrutiny this season, stood tall with crucial interventions, denying De Bruyne with a fingertip save and smothering a late Foden effort. City threw everything forward, committing men in search of an equalizer, but Arsenal held their ground with grit and resilience. When the final whistle blew, the Emirates exploded into celebration. Arsenal players embraced, their supporters sang into the North London night, and the victory felt like more than just 3 points. It was a statement win over the champions, achieved with discipline, quality, and a little help from VAR. After the match, reactions were predictably polarized. Haaland, visibly agitated, questioned the fairness of such marginal calls, while Guardiola expressed his disappointment with the decision, careful not to criticize the officials too directly. For Arsenal, Mikel Arteta praised his players' resilience and hailed the supporters for pushing the team forward when they needed it most. He acknowledged the role VAR played but insisted his side earned the result by capitalizing on the momentum shift. The debate over VAR will rage on, as it always does. Supporters of the system argue that its purpose is to ensure accuracy, no matter how fine the margins, while critics insist that such decisions rob the game of its spontaneity and soul. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. What cannot be denied is the profound impact it had on this match. Without VAR, Haaland's goal would have stood, and the narrative could have been entirely different. Instead, Arsenal found a spark, City lost composure, and the balance of the game shifted decisively. For Arsenal, the victory represents more than just 3 points in the title race. It demonstrates their growth and maturity in big games, a resilience that has sometimes been questioned in previous seasons. To withstand City's pressure, respond to adversity, and take advantage of their opportunity is a sign of a team ready to challenge at the very top. For City, the defeat is a reminder of how fine the margins are in football, and how even the smallest misstep can cost dearly. In the end, the story from the Emirates will be remembered for that pivotal VAR call. Arsenal victorious, City aggrieved, and the debate over technology in football burning hotter than ever. Yet as the dust settles, what matters most is the scoreboard. Arsenal won, and their dream of dethroning Manchester City remains very much alive.